Hey guys, welcome back to another Should You Summon. I'm gonna make this one pretty quick because this is, at the end of the day, a okay banner. But I think for almost every single person watching this, you should skip. And that is mostly because the anniversary is coming. I'm gonna spend most of my time talking about what I think is gonna be coming there. If you guys haven't seen my anniversary predictions, I do highly recommend I go a bit more in detail there. Essentially, we're getting a 2x. Skip the 2x unless you're in your first month. Even then, there's so much stuff coming in the anniversary, I would save anyways. Then 1+1, if you are very close to pity, like 120 into pity, and you want the quantity over quality, go for the 1+1. Go for it. And then we get the Hex Xerath banner. I think Xerath is a skip no matter what. He's just kind of a nice hero to have, but his only viability is maybe in arena if you don't have the key units. But even then, I wouldn't really use him. He's really solid in, early progression, but after a certain point, you're just never going to find use for Xerath. I really like Xerath. I don't use him ever. And then we get to Hex. Hex is incredibly strong, even his Awakenings. I mean, his A1, his A3, and his A5 are all really good. He's just really good in general. If you get his exclusive artifact, he does insane boss damage and just hits absolutely hard. This is the one thing that makes this banner kind of hard for me to say 100% skip, but I'm going to anyways. Hex is a very good unit. He's really good. If you don't have him, he's a very, very strong unit that you should be looking out for, right? You should be thinking about summoning on the banner that has him, but not this banner because currently, simply, we have a lot of stuff happening, okay? Now, what is that? What do I think is going to happen? Well, first of all, I think they're going to run 2 limiteds. It's what they did last year for anniversary. We got Dahlia and we got Honora. As you can see, these 2 heroes right here. We got them within 2 weeks of each other. And I think they're probably going to do it again. My guess is they do Kagiri. Maybe they rerun Dahlia. I don't know. It doesn't matter what they do. At the end of the day, it's likely they run 2 limiteds. And at the very least, it is a guarantee that they run at least 1. And judging by how limiteds have been lately, you want Awakenings, and you have to get the hero. There's no world where you skip a limited anymore. We're also getting a new class. Currently, we have fighters, defenders, marksmen, mage, and healers. I think they're going to make a new class, potentially even have a limited come out. So those are all things you really gotta be prepared for. There's also Narissa who's coming out, who is basically Pharisee if he was better. Once again, I have a Narissa video if you want to watch. Basically, instead of 25% AoE damage reduction, it's 20%, but she also increases healing received. She gives burst healing. She heals 2 people at the same time. She does damage. She's ridiculous and very important. I mean, there's so much stuff coming. I think it would be incredibly dumb to pull this weekend. Now, if you really want Hex, I'm not going to fault you. At the end of the day, something very important to remember is it's a game at the end of the day. If you want to use your summon smart, you want to try to be, pretty high in all the content, you could do that. Or if you just want to play the game the way you want to, you can go for Hex. It's just, as a content creator, I gotta tell you guys what I would advise. And in that case, I would advise that you guys save. Banners are on the horizon. Anniversary is in about a month and 5 days or so. Just be careful, okay? That's everything I wanted to cover. Pretty short. Should you summon? Make sure to like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night. And that's it for me. Destined signing out.